Tech on Demand podcast brought to you by GROWERTALKS. Audio Files, episode 78. A resilient industry requires more than basic inputs. From the July 2026 issue of GROWERTALKS magazine, written by Laura Barth, narrated by Bill CALKINS. A resilient industry requires more than basic inputs. Growers are trained to recognize deficiencies quickly. Yellowing leaves, weak roots, reduced vigor, slower growth, etc. We all know that healthy crops rarely thrive on basic inputs alone. Long-term crop quality depends on balanced fertility programs, strong root systems, optimal growing environments, and other consistent investments throughout production. In many ways, the floriculture industry works the same way. Like any living system, floriculture requires continuous investment to remain healthy, productive, and resilient. Research, workforce development, sustainability initiatives, and industry collaboration all play important roles in supporting the long-term strength of floriculture, even if their impact isn't always immediately visible from the greenhouse floor. For 65 years, the American Floral Endowment, AFE, has helped cultivate the floriculture industry through research, funding, scholarships, internships, and educational resources designed to strengthen the floriculture industry as it continues to grow and evolve, because healthy industries, like healthy crops, don't happen by accident. This episode of Tech on Demand is brought to you by Prospient, delivering world-class greenhouse structures and systems. From innovative design and architecture to site development and project budgeting, the Prospient team provides the expertise to bring your vision to life. With local manufacturing across the U.S. and Canada, Prospient offers the scale and supply chain reliability you can trust, making them one of North America's largest manufacturers of commercial greenhouses. Prospient, leaders in greenhouse design, manufacture, and build. Learn more and connect with the expert team at prospient.com. Research. Developing strong roots. Every grower understands the importance of root development. Healthy roots determine how efficiently a crop can absorb water and nutrients, tolerate stress, and ultimately perform at finish. Research functions the same way within floriculture. Many of the industry's most important advancements began long before we see the results in production. Improvements in disease management, water use efficiency, post-harvest longevity, and sustainable growing practices all start with research designed to strengthen the industry below the surface. AFE invests in research projects that address both immediate production concerns and long-term industry challenges. Funded projects have explored topics ranging from biological controls and peat alternatives to labor-saving technologies, post-harvest improvements, and production efficiencies. Many of today's production practices are the direct result of AFE-funded research. For a short history of some of AFE's important research investments since the 1960s, see the July 2025 issue of GROWERTALKS. We'll put the links in the show notes. Importantly, AFE translates this research into practical research-based information growers can use in their operations. Through resources like GrowPro webinars, the Thrips and Botrytis Research Library, educational materials, and updates from funded projects, growers have access to tools designed to translate university research into real-world application. Visit endowment.org to access our free research-based grower resources. Internships, encouraging new growth. One of the clearest signs of a healthy crop is active new growth. The same is true for the floriculture industry. Internships play a critical role in cultivating the next generation of growers, researchers, breeders, educators, and industry leaders. Much like a slow-release fertilizer program, these investments are designed to support growth long after the initial application. AFE internships help students build practical skills, industry connections, and real-world experience before entering the workforce full-time. These programs also help introduce students to the wide variety of career paths available within floriculture. Our industry continues to face workforce challenges and increasing competition for talent. Supporting students and young professionals is a long-term investment in the future. Some of you reading this have hosted AFE interns, maybe even some who've gone on to be employees at your company. If you would like to know more about our internship program or want to host an intern, visit endowment.org. Sustainable resources, environmental controls. Crop success depends on carefully managing the growing environment. Sustainability initiatives function similarly for the industry to help growers improve efficiency, conserve resources, and adapt to changing production pressures. Also, sustainability doesn't just apply to production systems and the environment, but the people you employ as well. Through Sustainabloom, AFE continues to support sustainability-focused research, educational resources, and industry conversations to help connect growers with science-based information they can apply directly in their own operations. Much like environmental controls inside the greenhouse, these resources help growers make informed adjustments that improve the long-term performance of plants, operations, and people. Sustainabloom offers a number of free resources to help growers adopt more sustainable practices in their operations, including Sustaina-guides, webinars, and industry success stories, which can be found at sustainabloom.org. Also, we'd love to hear the sustainability practices you're implementing in your operation. Your experiences, challenges, and lessons learned can help others better understand what sustainability in the floriculture industry looks like in practice. Find the link below to check out the resources and connect with us. Industry partnerships. An integrated approach. Successful IPM programs rely on multiple tools working together rather than a single corrective solution, and the same principle applies to strengthening the floriculture industry. Growers, researchers, breeders, suppliers, educators, and industry organizations all contribute different perspectives, expertise, and resources that help move floriculture forward. Collaboration between segments creates systems where ideas, innovation, and support can move more efficiently. AFE's work is built around these collaborative relationships. By connecting with growers and allied industry companies, like those of you reading right now, we can better identify emerging challenges, support relevant research, and create educational opportunities that benefit the industry as a whole. Like effective IPM programs, strong industries aren't built around a single strategy. Long-term success depends on systems-based approaches, communication, monitoring, and consistent assessment over time. A balanced program for long-term growth. Healthy industries, much like healthy crops, are shaped by the investments made long before the finished stage. AFE has remained committed to supporting essential industry inputs through research funding, educational resources, scholarships, internships, and targeted collaboration designed to strengthen floriculture at every level and segment. While many of these investments happen behind the scenes, their impact continues shaping greenhouse production, workforce development, and industry innovation across the country. But like any successful growing program, long-term results depend on consistent participation and support from the entire industry. Whether it's through tax-deductible gifts, supporting internship opportunities, utilizing educational resources, staying engaged with emerging industry challenges, or simply coming up to chat with us at events like Cultivate, growers and industry partners all play a role in cultivating the floriculture industry. The future of floriculture will be shaped by the investments we make today, and AFE, with your help, remains committed to cultivating our industry. Visit endowment.org to learn how you can get involved. The end. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Audio Files from the Tech on Demand podcast brought to you by GROWERTALKS. Please take a minute to leave us a positive review. It'll help us reach more greenhouse, garden center, and CEA professionals.